2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
Look, fellas, if a woman makes a video like this, she's really trying to clown you. Women got different faces for different men. When a woman thinks you're a sucker, she will always treat you as such. She will always try her best to embarrass you to the public. Because women don't respect suckers. Because first, she's going to test you to see what type of man you are. And once she realizes, like, oh shit, this guy's really a sucker. He's really about to wait? Huh? Okay, well, let me embarrass him now. And that's what this video is about. Just look at her face. Why? Because this man is willing to marry this woman without even getting a taste of the pussy. The pussy probably stink, but he will never know. Because every time he try to make a move, no, I'm not ready, not yet, after marriage. What? You're not going to test drive the car before you buy it? Look, fellas, this only makes sense if she's a virgin. Abstinence before marriage only makes sense if the woman is a virgin. Other than that, it don't matter. Her pussy's still going to be the same. After 2-3 pumps, that shit is back to regular pussy. Trust me. So there's no benefit for a man to do something like this. The only benefit this is for a woman is to find a sucker. Because a move like this will only work on a sucker. It's like, yo, how bad do you want this pussy? Like, are you willing to wait for it? Wait, hold on, you are? And now she's gonna embarrass you. Come on, fellas, man. We gotta be better than this, man. Don't let these women play y'all like this, because a woman like this will never pull some shit like this with a man that she thinks is a player. Trust me. A whole approach will be completely different. Trust.
Did you hear about the Memphis pastor who was shot and killed outside of a bar by his mistress? Word on the street is Pastor Ricky Floyd of the Pursuit of God Church in Frazier was at Mama's Bar in South Memphis with this woman named Samantha. Surveillance footage shows them arguing and fighting. Then he grabs her phone and throws it on the ground. He picks up a beer can and throws it as well. Then he was like, forget this. He gets into his car and he drives away. But as he's driving away, Samantha stands in the streets and started recording him driving away, supposedly getting evidence that he was there. Now, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm guessing he didn't want her to have that video. So he stops the car, then turns around, gets out, and walks towards her with aggression in his voice. One of their friends tried to separate them, but she sidestepped that friend, took a step towards him, and shot him right there on the spot. Pastor Ricky was a pillar of the Memphis community, the president of the Husband Institute, and also the husband of Pastor Sheila Floyd. The entire city of Memphis is mourning the loss of one of their leaders, and Samantha Marion is being charged with voluntary manslaughter.
First and foremost, RIP to the pastor. Fellas, I always say, bro, there's no point of cheating. It's best to just walk away. If you need to cheat, it's best to just end your relationship and go do your thing. But the reality is this. When you start playing with women's emotions and you can't control your side piece, she thinks she could control you. Things like this happen. That's why it's best to live as righteous as possible. The flesh is weak. Temptation is strong. And you will think, based on the fact that he was a pastor, he will know better. But again, the flesh is weak. And that's why, as a man, you got to understand, sometimes when you're in a leadership position, you are going to attract a lot of women. But as a man, you got to be smart enough to know, I should keep away from those women. And that takes discipline. That's why, as a man, bro, we got to self-improve every day. We got to be disciplined. We can't be weak to the flesh, because once we give in, we are opening the door for things like this to happen. You're playing with demons whenever you're playing with these women emotions like this, bro. It's never a good thing. It's never a good thing to play with a person emotions. And the worst thing you could do is think you're a player and you got these women under control. Let me keep it real with y'all, bro. As a man, you could never keep these women emotions under control, no matter who you are. And especially if a woman don't respect you, she will always disrespect you. This right here side, man, it's just best to not cheat, bro. If you need to cheat, have a conversation with your wife or your girlfriend and end a relationship. But when you try to be sneaky, you could mess with the wrong person and things could go bad. Again, RIP to the pastor.
In this envelope, you questioned if Gideon could be your child. She said that you treat him a little different. So in this envelope is the DNA truth to know if this is your son or not. This is not my truth to open, it's yours. So here you go. You can read it out loud for us.
Man, look, man, I really, because I really want these kids to be mine, clear. I don't want it to be no bad blood between us, you feel me? And like I said before, I done been through this before where I've had to go back and forth with a woman and get my name taken off the birth certificate and all of that because the baby was mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm nervous as hell.
What does it say?
Hell
What does it say?
no. Nico Gideon is not your biological son.
Kalia.
Tell me what happened?
Kalia? What do you have to say?
I felt like something wasn't right, bro. My mama told me to. She said, you better go get it done. You know what happened last time.
In this envelope is the DNA truth for your daughter, your oldest daughter, Onyx. What does that one say?
I don't know if to laugh or cry, bro. Nico, Onyx is not your biological son.
Okay, Kalia, what do you have to say about this? Is there anything you want to say to Nico?
Onyx is his daughter. I wasn't with nobody else.
Onyx is not his daughter.
That shit is crazy.
You know what's so sad about this? This always happens to the good men. It never happens to the players. This is why DNA testing should be mandatory at birth. Because the thing about these birds will let the players do whatever they want with them. Dog them out, busting them, get them pregnant. And then, based on the fact that they know the player is not trying to be with them, he's just having fun with them, they're going to find a sucker or a nice guy or a man that they perceive to be a good dude and pin that man baby on them. All because they want a sucker to raise the player baby. That's how these birds be thinking, fam. These birds don't respect good men at all. These birds only know how to destroy a good man. And this is why I tell y'all dudes all the time, treat a bird like a bird. You got to. Because that's exactly what the man who got her pregnant did. They treated her like a bird, left her, and then she pinned the baby on a good man. It's sad, man. Fellas, if you have any doubts about your kids, get a DNA test, bro. If while you were together with your baby mother, if she cheated or anything like that, get a DNA test. If the kid don't look nothing like you, get a DNA test. It's real out here, bro, because if a woman thinks you're a good man and she's used to dealing with players and she don't think they are fit enough to raise her kids, but they are fit enough to get her pregnant, she's going to pin the baby on you. She's always going to pin the baby on a man that she perceive who is going to be a good man to raise her kids. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. This right here is sad.
Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.